Hi, my name's Justin Hill and I run the YouTube channel called Just Crypto Gaming. I go on the Gala Games Discord quite often, and I've noticed that in the Spider Tanks section quite often there are new users asking questions about victory points and how you get them and what affects them. So I thought I'd pay it forward and created this to hopefully help out. So here we go. So victory points. Let's go. When you play Spider Tanks, there is two possible ways of playing. You could be the captain, which is the tank owner, and you will keep 100% of victory points earned while playing. Or you could be a pilot, i.e. not the tank owner. Here you can get 50% minimum. So you can keep 50% minimum of the victory points you earn. The other 50% would go to the captain, the person who owns the tank. However, that's a minimum. It's set by the tank owner, the captain, the amount that they want to give to you. There is a minimum, which is the 50%. I already said it several times. But they might choose, for some reason, to offer you more, and they can. They can offer 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever. But you will not get less than 50. Victory points. All of these can have an effect on the amount of victory points earned while playing. Your honor score, tank rarity, tank part level, tank part upgrade, tank usage, and your user ranking. So there are quite a lot of areas that all affect the victory points that can be earned. And we'll go through them now. So your honor score. So this is located when you log into your Gala Games account. You have your little icon up here. Click on that and you'll get a menu here. Click on account and then you'll see this here. That is your honor score. If you're a new user, you will have 300, and this can increase to a maximum of 1200. It will increase it every day that you play. I think it's about 3 or 4 it goes up by, depending on what I think tanks you're using. I'm not 100% sure on that part. But if you play every day, it will gradually increase. If you purchase some tank parts using Silk on the Ethereum blockchain, I also believe that you can potentially increase that quite dramatically as well. So for an example, if a player with 600 honor would receive half the victory points of a player with 1200 honor. So it does affect the number of victory points that you can get quite a lot. So if you have the 1200, you're going to get a lot more than someone who's only got 600, who's getting half what you are getting. Tank rarity. There are many different tank rarities as follows: common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and ancient. Again, another example. If you had identical tanks, but one was a common and the other was an ancient, the ancient would earn considerably more. As you would expect, that would also cost a lot more to purchase an ancient tank. Tank part level. Each tank part can have a level 0 to 30. So when you first buy it, it will be on 0. If you bought the first lot of NFTs that came out, I believe they already had levels set against them. What the levels were, I can't remember. But for each varying type of tank, there was various levels that were already set, but newer ones start at a level 0. Taken from the Spider Tanks light paper, upgrading a tank part serves a number of purposes. It directly increases the victory points reward potential of that item. The maximum number of victory points awarded to a level 30 common weapon for a victory will be several times larger than that of a 0. And it's demonstrated in this diagram below, again from the Spider Tanks light paper. So a level 0 is sort of this, not a lot, relative reward, and then as the levels increase, this also increases. tank upgrade type. So when you're upgrading your spider tank part, there are various upgrade types. You have decent, good, great, excellent, and perfect. Perfect, very difficult to roll in, but obviously gives you more potential. Again, another example, two identical tanks. One part's upgraded with decent and the other with perfect. So one at that scale, one at that scale. The perfect upgrades would give you more potential victory point earnings. It gives you better values against the upgrade, so therefore you will earn more. But they are harder to roll in and they will cost you more when you're trying to upgrade your tank for that reason. Tank usage. Again from the Spider Tank white paper, the reward distribution follows a diminishing returns curve for a given day and is such that they should be able to receive the majority of their daily distribution of victory points, 90%, within the first 10 victories, although they will continue to be rewarded for every match they win. Sorry. And you will never stop. You'll never totally stop winning victory points with any part, but the amount you receive will continue to diminish exponentially, big word, exponentially, as you win more and more. So what is this saying? Basically, each tank can earn up to a certain amount of victory points per day. When it's reached the peak within your first 10 victories, you should get to 90% of it, is what it's saying. After that, you will continue to earn victory points, but it will be quite considerably less. For example, I think on one of mine, I was earning, say, I think it was 200 victory points when I was winning, and then gradually I'd win and win and win, and then at one point I was only earning about 10 victory points. So it just, it's try to cap it so that not everybody with the top of the range tanks is earning these massive rewards constantly, and then obviously everyone else isn't getting anything. So it's fair enough. It's a fair way of doing it. Not financial advice. User rankings. So there are many different user rankings. You've got unranked, aspirer 1 to 3, contender 1 to 3, hero 1 to 3, champion 1 to 3, legend 1 to 3, mythic 1 to 3, and deity on its own. That is the top level. Again, this affects your potential victory points. For example, a user who is unranked, so a new user, would earn a lot less than someone who is, say, ranked hero or even deity. So, the more you play, again, the higher you go up in the rankings, the more potential you have of getting more victory points. Payday. So at the end of the day, those victory points will be totaled and the silk replacement allowance distributed based on the player victory point to silk ratio for that day, with the appropriate amount of silk placed in a player's treasure chest. So this is when you will get the silk in your Gala Games account. I hope you found this useful. Like, subscribe. Always releasing content about Spider Tanks and other Web3 games. Thanks for watching.